right there on top of the moon.
Hey, what's up you guys? So this video is a little different, completely random. I wanted to have like a pillow talk video, and mostly because I just feel like there's been a lot of negativity around me, and the vibe just is not very, it's not the kind that makes you feel motivated or courageous or to be around people and social. I've become very unsocial because I just don't want to hear people's negative thoughts and opinions anymore. So anyways, I know society, social media, everything is just, it's been a lot. And I had to decompress and sort of take a break and stay away from it all and have it in very small doses. Overall, I'm someone who likes to always be laughing. I love positive people. I encourage people to always just be nice and kind and hopeful and just say good things. But I know there are days that we can't all be that way. Not every day is a good day. But there is a way to always make moments good or better. And not exacerbate it and add oil and gasoline to the fire, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, so nursing, I am officially like 1 year and 1 year and 2 months in. 2.5 actually. 1 year and 2.5 months in. I got my nursing degree last 2018 of December, passed my NCLEX in January 2019, and here we are in June 2020. I can't even describe to you guys what it feels like. It went rocky at the beginning because you're learning, so everything is new, you're always frustrated, you don't know how to do anything, and then as you start to feel like you're starting to get your feet in there and you know what you're doing-ish, like a pandemic hits. And then nursing now is not what it was last year. It's completely different. I'm being floated around the hospital. It's so scary. It's so scary. But there's always support. There's always resources. You've got great teammates no matter what unit you get floated to. Floating is so scary. When you belong to one unit, that's all you know is your home. And you know where everything is, all the supply, all the rooms, just how protocols are, when to have safety huddles, like everything feels fine, right? But when you go to another unit, you're like, oh, what's your code to your break room? What's your code to your clean supply? What's your code to get this IV out? Where's your Omnicell? I don't know, just where do I get this item for my patient? I've been looking at these 10 million bins forever and can't find it. It's terrifying. And you don't really just know what the norm is on that. Like every unit has a culture and a norm, so it's always different. Anyway, so that's what it's been like. It's starting to kind of calm down where I'm kind of in my home unit again for longer than like 2 weeks. There were times when I literally wasn't in my home unit for 3 weeks straight. It was, yeah. I've learned so much, you guys. It's almost like a blessing in disguise. I've learned so much that I felt so comfortable going back to my unit. Like, I just had this wide variety of knowledge, and I just had a wider scope of patients that I am seeing. So I felt a little bit more comfortable. I'm still definitely uncomfortable with ortho patients. Ortho patients, I feel like you're always going to see them no matter what unit you're on, because anyone and everyone can have a cardiac issue, which is my specialty. So heart issues or having a stroke, they all come to my unit. So really anyone, that can happen to anybody. So I do get a little bit of everything. So it's been good. Going to the more critical stuff in ICU, like I've seen so much in those nurses, kudos to them. They are just filled with experience and knowledge. They're very welcoming. I've had such a good time, so can't complain there. I've got great teammates, and yeah, so nurses, my new grad nurses, you guys are going to be starting your job during a very stressful time. A lot of people are on the edge, and I'm not talking just clinical staff, I'm talking all staff members in a hospital. Everyone has a job to do, and everyone relies on each other. And if one department doesn't do something, your department gets affected, and so forth. If one position below or above don't do something, it affects all of us, all across the board. And so that's really difficult. People are a lot more stressed in the hospital. They sort of lose their patience more easily. I know that patients are very sick and vulnerable at this time, and that's why they are in the hospital. But as a nurse, it is so difficult to find your patients and just have it the moment you walk into that door. There are some patients you just have to be stern with, and you just can't let them have their way, because A, it's either not safe, it's not good, and it's not going to get them out of there any quicker. So there are just things that you have to do as a nurse, and you have to grow thick skin. Yes. Oh, it's taken me a whole year to finally grow some skin. Some thicker skin. I'm like such a non-confrontational nurse, and just I don't know. It's been difficult, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Give me another year, maybe then I'll be there. So yeah, all of you new nurses getting your new jobs, it's an exciting time. You guys are gonna learn so much, and then at the end of it all, you guys are gonna be I graduated. Oof, done with this. Next next milestone. So yes, pillow talk wise, so that's what's going on in nursing right now. Personal life, I'm finally finding time to have a personal life again. Not necessarily because we're in a quarantine pandemic, so I still can't really see my friends. Life is good. I'm happy. I'm finding a routine to still do the things I love doing, such as going outdoors to do hiking, biking, running, you name it. I'm looking forward to eventually getting to go and do some whitewater rafting when it's safe. I'm able to exercise again and start eating and taking care of myself. Night shift is hard. It really is, you guys. And it's a struggle, and some days are easier than others. Your metabolism slows down, you start gaining weight, your sleep is off. Day and night, sometimes you're just whatever, I don't even care what day it is. As long as I'm turning on the right day, that's all that matters. So that's literally what it feels like, you guys. But yeah, always have to remember to just take care of yourself and sleep, eat well, try to still have some nutritious food, not have so much salty processed foods, sugary foods. It's hard, I get it. There are days you just want to treat yourself to that junkiest junk food, but have it, indulge every now and then, have that dessert if that's what's going to keep you floating above. Weather has been really great. It's finally starting to actually rain and get our rivers, creeks, ponds all back up. They were looking kind of dry, and it was still kind of yellow and ugly outside when I would go running. And it's where's all the greenery? Yeah. Hopefully things will start to get better around the world, and we can all sort of find some kind of normalcy in this life. And when I say normalcy, that to me is not very normal, because as nurses, we are wearing surgical masks for 12 hours in our shift. I mean, having conversations, teaching your patient things, having meetings, wearing a mask and rebreathing the same freaking CO2 and oxygen back in, dealing with headaches, and actually rushing and running and sweating in these surgical masks. You can't breathe. Going to a code, going to a rapid, it's hard. Going grocery shopping, that always feels like a nuisance. Going going to the grocery store is probably my least favorite thing to do now. Going to any store in general and being in public is hard. Again, I just want to remind everyone while I have your attention, wash your hands. Yes, proper hand hygiene. And if anyone is sick, coughing, just showing symptoms around you who are strangers, just keep your distance. They say 6 to 8 feet. I say 8 to 10. But if they're asymptomatic and they have a mask on, then, you know, just walk by them. It's hard because even when I'm jogging, people don't really want to give eye contact to each other. You just kind of like for me, I like have a hat on, so like I just keep my cap on. I'm looking down at the ground as I'm passing like the next jogger or biker or walkers, and you just don't really like, it's like quick wave, do your thing. It's a different time now. It's definitely different. Other than that, hopefully everyone around me is still being safe. I hope that your neighborhoods are safe now and things are starting to calm down, hopefully. I'm looking to hopefully go back to school and finish up some things. What else? Probably a part-time nursing job and just hustling and hopefully starting a business at some point in my future. That's what my timeline looks like. I'm thinking about maybe trading it for another car at some point. I love my car, but I don't know. We do want to keep her like just as my like family everyday car at some point when I get to that point, and just have the payments done with, and then get myself a toy. So I don't know. Have I learned anything new this year? Any new hobbies? No, I haven't picked up any new hobbies, no new projects. I probably should do a project. I haven't joined any clubs. I'm part of a group at the hospital, but things are definitely different. Am I reading anything right now? Sort of. I'm kind of going in between books, watching a lot of Netflix, as I'm sure a lot of us are. And yeah, this was like a 15-minute video of rambling. Anyways, I hope that you're all doing well. Remember, sometimes self-motivation is hard, but you have to find it in you to stay motivated and take care of yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. And something I like to always remind people is, why do we all work so hard to make money to not take care of ourselves? If you become ill because your health is not good, you're going to be paying all of these hospital bills back, and that is so expensive. It costs a lot to even just have your labs drawn. If you have insurance, it's helpful, but you are a full-time worker with insurance. You should use your benefits. You should have regular checkups. You don't work hard in this life to just pay hospital bills back unless it can't be helped and you're diagnosed with something that's more genetic. But the way I look at it is, I want to be able to enjoy the money I make. I want to be able to be happy and be healthy and be able to walk and do activities and have my life the way I envision it. So just think about that. It's sort of like the long-term thing. It's not worth working hard now just to pay hospital bills back because you didn't want to take care of yourself and now you have diabetes, or you are having heart failure later on in life. There's just so much you guys can do. I see a lot, and way too many young people with chronic issues that it could have been prevented. Other than that, one step at a time, do your best, take care of yourself and those around you. Money isn't everything, and your mental, emotional count more. Otherwise, anyways, be happy, be well, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Stay blessed, stay beautiful, stay healthy.
Sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away.